It's Live with Regis. Today, he's back and he's hungry. It's Hannibal star Anthony Hopkins and Reba McEntire co-hosts. Plus, we get exclusive fashion tips from Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, and Oscar de la Renta as In Fashion Week concludes. And meet the couple that's about to be married on our show. All next on Live. Now here are Regis Philbin and Reba McEntire.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, February 9th, 2001. A little cloudy outside and smoky, but I think it's going into the 50s for Saturday and maybe even Sunday. But look who's here. Here is the hottest lady on Broadway, Reba McEntire. Nice to have you here, Reba.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Woke up this morning, checked the papers, and my gosh, I haven't seen reviews like this in years, but everybody from Variety to the New York Times to the New York Post, everybody rave reviews for Reba in her role of Annie, Get Your Gun. Annie is her kind of country. Annie got a gun again. No, but really, I'm very proud.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you.
Oh, it's been so much fun doing this show.
But you know, Reba McEntire, country singer, comes to Broadway and bangs them right out of their seats. But you know, this role, they wanted you to do this years ago, right?
Uh-huh. I was on the road. I had all my crew, my band, my dancers, everybody out on the road. And I really couldn't just stop and then come do a play. But after I saw it last summer, oh my gosh, it just grabbed my heart, and I said, I've got to be a part of this. And we just cleared our schedule out in 2001, and I was able to start January the 2nd on rehearsals, and opening night was the 26th. And
see, she really does talk like that. She doesn't have to act to play Annie Oakley. This is Annie Oakley, whether you know it or not.
That was so cute with the little kids on the show. After the first day I got to rehearse with them, they said, she talks like Annie all the time.
But let me ask you something. Was this your very first acting experience?
No, I've done 10 movies.
You've done 10 movies, right?
I've done
See how I'm on top of these things. But your first time on a stage.
Yeah. On like a Broadway show, like a play.
Yeah.
Now, last year, on Singer's Diary play, our tour, it was like a 2-act show with the first act being me playing my life story up to the present, getting discovered and going through all the things I had in my life. And then the second act, without an intermission, was a full-blown concert. So I did a little dialogue and costume changes and things like that.
Sure.
So I think it really helped me prepare for this a lot more.
Well, that's great. So you're in town until like May, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you go back out on the road. Well, what's it like?
Tour.
What's it like? Now, you know, a performer like Reba is in the bus, on the road, traveling one town to another. Now you're here for 6 months. So what's that like for you?
Well, I haven't been stationary in one place since Shelby was born 10 years ago.
That's right, yeah.
And I didn't think I'd like it, but I love it. I love New York. Well, if you're going to be sitting in one place for 5 or 6 months, wouldn't you rather be in New York City?
So what do you do with yourself all day?
Shows a week, you have to really, you know, it's time management.
Yourself,
you have to pace yourself. It's very important. Get enough rest, eat right, and my gosh, do they have the restaurants in New York?
Yeah, sure they do. That's good for you. And you've been out sampling, huh?
I have been sampling. I've been to so many restaurants. I absolutely love them all. Haven't found a bad one yet.
Yeah, good.
And the people are very,
I'll send you
nice.
to a couple.
But I'm loving the show. I mean, the folks I get to work with are so nice.
And the songs that you sing, I guess some of them you would never sing in your career because they're not your kind of songs. The Irving Berlin love songs I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Those old-fashioned songs.
But they stay in your mind.
Yeah, they do.
About 5 o'clock this morning, Shelby, my son's up with me. 5 o'clock in the morning, he comes in there and he has a nosebleed. And so I go back in there and I have to strip the sheets off the bed and put new sheets back on, clean him up, and during the whole thing, I'm going, there's no business like show business. Like, they just stay with you.
And I just met your husband back there, too.
Narvel.
Narvel. How'd you like to have a guy named Narvel around the house? Hey, Narvel, bring your navel over here. Nice-looking guy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Used to performed too, didn't he?
Well, he was my steel guitar player when we started working together 21 years ago.
You fell in love with the guitarist, huh?
I did. Narvel's had the 100% faith in me forever. And he told Mom a long time ago, he said, when she decides to quit, I'll be there with her. Because I believe in her 100%.
Really? Now, you're from Oklahoma. And Annie is from, you know, the character you play.
Ohio. I think she's from Ohio.
Oh, I thought she was from out west.
Kentucky? No. No, I think she's from Ohio. Now, I'll get calls from out this because I should have known that. Because, see, I played Annie Oakley in The Buffalo Girls with Angelica Houston. That was a CBS miniseries. So I got, you know, I got acquainted with all the folks at her foundation.
Are you from a big family in Oklahoma?
Yeah, 4 kids, Mom and Daddy.
Were you born out there on the range?
Well, McAllister. That's kind of the range.
What is the range?
I thought it was like a stove or something.
Like the prairie?
Oh, prairie. Okay, that kind of range.
Were you born on the prairie?
No, I wasn't born on the prairie. We had a lot of hills, just a lot of old, rough mountains and real rough.
Yeah.
And so when I learned how to ride a horse, my lesson was get on, find some cattle.
Did you shoot guns too on the range? No.
I didn't really until I did Buffalo Girls. I learned how to trap and skeet shoot. And so that really helped me for this part too.
Sure, absolutely. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
It's fabulous reviews. Annie Get the Gun, Reba McEntire, I'm telling you, just the best. Well, last night I was over and I did the Letterman show, you know. When they have a little trouble over there, it's a great show. I love him, and I love that show, and I just love being around it. but last night... Now, I better not tell you about...
Oh, come on. Oh, you can't do that to us.
The stage manager over there, you know, I love stage managers because I started in this business as a stage manager. You see what Julian's doing over there, standing right there, carrying the show on his shoulders? That's what I did. Yeah, okay. So... They're kind of special to me. But there's one guy over there, Biff. You know, little Biff? Yeah. He's just great. He's absolutely great. And Dave has found a spot for Biff where he sends Biff. He sends Biff out on an assignment, and Biff goes all over the country, the smallest town in America, places like that, and he talks to the people, and there's something about his delivery and the people he meets. It's just sheer magic. It's the best. And I've told Biff this. I said many times, Biff, you don't need Dave. Get out. But last night, they had a little bit of a stumbling block. And it was a great idea. They had a van. You know how the magazine people go out and surprise you? Hey, you won $1 million. Well, they sent Biff out, and Biff went to New Jersey. So now there it is with the big sign on the side of the thing, The Late Show, Magic Van, the Wonder Van. And inside the van are prizes for the winner. And so what they do, they sent Biff with a camera crew to knock on somebody's door. And so the guy came out, he was all dressed up. Well, where's the big surprise? You know, all the guy had to do was look out the window and see Biff standing out there. But it was live on the show. And for the first time in the history of Biff's career on television, didn't go that great. You know what I'm saying? In fact, like a wise guy, the first thing I said when I came out was, why do I have to follow the Wonder Van? Well, I saw the big boy's eyes flash, yeah. Dave got a little hot. And he took it out on Gelman. He said, what do you want? Another makeover? A wedding? Started carrying on.
Uh-oh.
Got a little lust, didn't he, Art? Yeah, he got crazy, yeah. But we had a lot of fun with him. But then this morning, I get up and I read in the paper, I don't know if you saw this yet, that, you know, his top 10 list is the best written, funniest, wickedest thing you see on television. Every night now, for I don't know how many years, they've had a top 10 list. Great fun, great stuff. But, you know, this lawsuit that the survivor is having against CBS says she was coerced off the island? Well, Dave decided to do a little bit on that. And for the first time, and so anyway, he's saying to me, now what about this co-host situation? Who's deciding that? Network pushing you around? What's going on here? And I'm trying to explain the network picks out who they want, and then they run it past me, and I can say yes or I can say no. So I said yes to Kelly Ripa, and he wanted to know, why don't let them push you around? You're too big for this. Dave got... The top 10 list had to be redone for the first time in the history of the show. not a good night for Big Boy. First, Biff dies in New Jersey, and then the top 10 list got to be redone. Oh, wish I'd have known this last night. Anyway, you know what? But that shows that CBS is taking this soup maybe a little seriously.
Probably.
Maybe a little too seriously. Maybe there's something there. Who knows? Oh, well, Reba, you've done the Letterman show, right?
Yes, I have.
It's great fun, isn't it?
Yep.
Not more fun than you're having here, though.
Oh, never as much
look
fun
at
as
all
when
look
I
at the
had
time. And guess who else has got a show? Donald Trump.
He's got a show?
Yeah. Can you believe this? It's called The Billionaire. Nothing to do with a billionaire, though, but it's, they give you $1 million, and you spend it, 4 people, I think it is, right? 4 people, and each one of them gets $1 million. Whoever spends it first in the least amount of time gets to give Trump the prizes. I don't know what it is, but that's...
Wow.
Gets to keep...
I could try that.
So he's all excited about that. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Matter of fact, here we are together.
Yeah, there you are together.
Trump.
Millionaire and a billionaire.
Trump likes to hang around with me a lot. You know, I'm so tired of carrying him.
Well, that's nice of you to do
Billionaire
that.
game show. I don't know if it's going to go, but we'll find out. So what else? Jane Fonda says she's happy. Oh, she's on tonight with Barbara on 2020.
That'll be
Jane
a good
Fonda
one.
says she's happier alone than with a man. What's that song you sing that can't get a... Is there a song?
Can't get a man with a gun.
Can't get a man with a gun.
Yeah.
Try a gun, Jane. That's going to be a good interview. We haven't heard from Jane in a long time. And incidentally, you know, she doesn't work out anymore.
How come?
Doesn't feel like it, I guess.
Well, last time I saw her, she looks great.
Oh, yeah, maybe she doesn't need to.
Yeah.
You know, I'll always, and one day I'm going to ask Jane Fonda this. But years ago, Jane Fonda had a workout salon. This is going back into the 70s. And it was a well-attended workout salon. And there was Jane Fonda's aerobics. So in those days, I was doing things for ABC with a camera, going out doing... So I went out and I attended one of her aerobics classes. And it may sound like old hat now because, you know, 25 years later, everything is more sophisticated and advanced. But in those days, it was really hot stuff. And there was Jane Fonda up there on the platform going through everything, and about 100 ladies there. And I got right in the middle of them, and I was exhausted. I asked them to put me in a beginner's class, but they stuck me into an intermediate class, and it was too much for me. I was like that. But we played the film that night and edited it up, you know, and it looked real good. And I swear to you, that gave her the idea to put out those exercise tapes. I mean it. And I still haven't seen 1 penny from that idea. Is it too late? Is it too late to get...
Way too late. Wouldn't touch that.
But it came out great. I could just see Jane Fonda and all of her pals sitting around looking at this saying, my God, why don't we just make a tape? We could reach so many more people. Sure. And then we'll give Regis half the proceeds. Right. So I'm doing all the talking here.
I'm very interested in
No, come on. Talk to me. Tell me things.
Well, what you been doing lately?
Well, I'll tell you what Gelman's been doing.
What's he been doing?
Here's the story. When you live here in New York City, it is absolutely crucial to live as close as you can to where you work, so that you don't have to take the subway, the bus, the train, because sometimes they're running late, you can't get them,
Sure.
it's snowing, whatever it is. You can walk to work. And that's what Gelman, and I've been lucky enough to do it for the last few years, but Gelman has always positioned himself near the office so he could get there. But now, luck would have it, he's expecting a baby.
Oh,
they need more space.
That's good.
So Gelman went out and finally found the right apartment. But, you know, Gelman, very, very expensive. Anyway, he had to move a little further away than he thought.
12
talking about New Hampshire.
No. About 12 blocks.
No, 12 blocks. 12 blocks. But 12 blocks is just long enough to be a pain in the neck, you know? Maybe the snow and all of that, you can't get a cab. So now, ladies and gentlemen, Gelman he thinks of everything. This is how he has mastered that problem. Here's how Gelman comes to work. I'm not kidding. Every day.
get dressed at the office.
I
come in my robe.
Bag and everything. That's nice.
Hey, Gilman, that kid on a bike is beating you for crying out loud.
The electric scooter has a small motor.
There he is in his robe. He's on the phone with his little helmet.
People keep calling me.
And underneath that robe is Gilman's nightgown. Come on, let's get going, Gilman. Gilman, you're not going very fast.
I know. Well, hey.
Look at the camping looking, trying to get you. Yes, we see you, Gilman. We see you.
Ouch.
And there he is, right in the front door, and goes right through it.
Transportation.
And how's it going out there?
It's going good. It's a little slow, but you don't have to pay for parking, which is good.
But that kid was driving with one hand, and he was zoomed right by you on a bicycle.
Frustrating.
Why can't they make those things a little more powerful?
Well, then they're bigger, and then you couldn't bring it inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that motorized, the one?
Yeah, little electric motor.
Little electric motor on it. Saves Gilman a couple of bucks every day. Can't fail. It all adds up. I'm into photography.
Oh, are you?
Take a picture.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah. Give me a big spot. You know, there's no flash here, Gilman.
That was really good.
Why can't I get a flash?
Probably didn't turn it on, Reach.
Yep, turn it to the right. There you go. Okay.
He still didn't turn on the flash.
You know, nothing works for me.
I'm gonna go in the other room. He's throwing things.
It just makes me angry, Reba, that I can't get anything to work. Is it ready?
It's ready.
Patience is a virtue.
No, there is no patience. Here we go.
All right.
Hey. We've been having fashion shows all this week, you know, the latest spring trends and all of that. And I've been taking pictures of them, and they've been coming out just great.
Good.
And so I did it again yesterday with our men's fashion show, and take a look at what I shot. Gilman, this isn't funny.
Photos are
Oh, yeah, okay.
You take classes for all that. That's good.
I know, you gotta take classes.
What you got there?
Well, you know, Sunday night on The Millionaire Show, you know, here's all this talk about West Wing versus Temptation Island. Who's gonna watch it the most? Who do you think won the other night? Millionaire.
Uh-oh, he lost
If I don't tell you about it, nobody will. But anyway, just thought I... So Sunday night, Millionaire's going to have like a rock edition. Rock stars, country. So one of the Dixie Chicks is there. Amy Grant. Amy Grant going to be there. Yeah. And Mark McGrath and Lars. I'm buddies with all these rock stars now. Lars, you know, the Metallica guy. Like this. He called me again last night. I said, Lars, not every night, please. Anyway, and Gene Simmons from Kiss. And Gene sent me a little doll right there. One of Gene's wings fell off, but anyway.
Yeah, he did. It fell off. Bit the dust.
Smart guy, smart guy. So that's Sunday night at 9 o'clock. All right, today on the show, we're going to have Fashion Week Continues. Claudia Cohen went out, interviewed all those red-hot designers who make their headquarters here in New York City, Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein and Oscar de la Renta, and they'll all be with Claudia. New York begins its Fashion Week.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Hopkins is going to be on the show.
Anthony Hopkins is coming here. Hannibal is back. And you're going to sing a song for us.
I'd love to.
What are you going to sing for us?
I want to do a song from the Annie Get Your Gun show.
Oh, great.
I got lost in the songs.
Now, you see, now there's a song that you ordinarily wouldn't sing, right?
No.
I got lost in his arms.
I got lost in his
I want
arms.
to hear this, all right?
Okay.
And look, next week, wedding week, we have 2 weddings. One is going to be on Valentine's Day, the next one the following Monday. And today we are going to be also listening to one of the letters that won our first couple their wedding here on our show. All right, so what do we do now, Gilman? Bring it down, yeah? Trivia. Okay, Reba, these are all the gifts that we give away, the prizes, travel trips all over the world. We're heading a new trip today, a 9-day tour of England.
Oh, wonderful.
Courtesy of Trafalgar Tours, valued at around $3,000, includes visits to Stratford-on-the-Avon, Bath, Stonehenge, London, all the great sites you want to see. I'll spin this and then we'll talk to... Susie Bongers from Cocoa, Florida, playing for a trip to Wyndham Morgan Bay in San Lucia, yeah.
San Lucia.
So, Susie, how you doing?
Good morning, Regis. I'm doing fine, thank you.
Susie Bongers from Cocoa, Florida.
Cocoa, Florida. Good morning, Reba.
Good morning.
How you doing down there?
I'm doing just fine. Weather's beautiful. Wish you could be here.
Oh, I know. Florida in the morning and these days just absolutely fabulous. So, tell me about your life down there. Where do you live?
Well, I live in Cocoa, Florida, as you know, which is just off the East Coast, Central Florida area.
And what do you do?
I am a surgical technologist.
Oh, Susie, big job.
Well, I think so.
Well, sure, I mean it.
So living down there in Florida, do you do any water sports?
Of course, I enjoy scuba diving. I have a boat, of course, being right here on the coast. You have to take advantage of that. So most anything outdoors and on the water I really love.
Great. Great.
I'd love to hear you talk. You sound like Will Rogers to me, you know?
Well,
Anyway.
thanks, I think.
Yeah. All right, Susie, you're playing for you-know-what here. Nice trip to the Wyndham Morgan Bay Resort in St. Lucia. But here's your question. Ben Vereen on the show yesterday co-starred with Roy Scheider in a movie loosely based on choreographer Bob Fosse's life. The name of that movie?
Okay, you only have 20 seconds to answer and only one guess, okay?
Okay, well, unfortunately, I did not watch the show yesterday, but I'm going to just guess and say Fosse.
No, that's the name of his play. It was All That Jazz. That was the movie. Sorry, Susie.
Sorry, Susie, but now you and a lucky member of the studio audience will each receive a $250 gift certificate to Omaha Steaks.
That's wonderful.
They're good. Okay, so Susie, if you would, please pick a number between 1 and 147.
Okay, I will pick number 35.
Coming up next, Anthony Hopkins. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on Live, we'll meet our first wedding couple. Claudia Cohen goes behind the scenes at the New York fashion shows. Co-host Reba McEntire sings the song from Anna Get Your Gun. And coming up next, actor Anthony Hopkins.
Well, New York Fashion Week is underway, started yesterday.
All of the fashion editors from all around the world, all of the store buyers come to New York to buy the fashions for fall. All over town, there are events going on in stores, there are presentations, shows
really
going
a big
on.
deal.
Big deal.
And a lot of celebrities attend too. And Claudia was there with the main celebrities, the guy who made
exactly
all of
the
these
designers
fashions.
are the movie stars of the new millennium.
Take a look at this.
What's the look for your collection for fall?
You know, the look, it always starts with the inspiration of being modern. And for me, the inspiration is modern American women who've influenced women all around the world. And it's clothes that will make them look and feel great.
Oscar, you're just days away from your fall show. Now, at what stage is the creative process?
You know, this is what I call panic time, because there's no other way to describe it. Besides being very panicky, it's the most exciting time, because for me, this is sort of what really makes my work really fantastic and exciting.
There are no rules, and if you make rules, they're only good if you break them.
Now, what is the Tommy Hilfiger man going to look like this fall?
Really preppy, tailored, classic, all-American. I think he's going to look athletic casual, maybe a little bit surf-oriented or snowboard-oriented. Maybe he'll look like a cool surfer with some jeans on.
There's definitely a feeling about military influences. Uniforms always play an influence, an important influence in our collections, because they're the best clothes in the whole world. I mean, the military workman uniforms, people who clean the streets, I mean, they just have the best clothes. Of course, I want to put it in, you know, in exotic skins. I mean, I want to translate these things into suede and into other really, you know, kinds of amazing materials that, you know, the workman on the street wouldn't, you know, he just wouldn't have this.
What about color? What color are women going to wear?
I love color. I'm tired of black. I'm tired of gray. I'm tired of black and gray together.
Black is going to be a very, very, very important color this season.
Black is back.
Black is back. Yeah, it was never gone.
There'll be a lot of brown, which is the new black.
Brown is the new black.
Well, colors that work instead of black.
And what about hemlines? What should women do with their hemlines this fall? Raise them?
I'm going to be showing from up here to down here.
I like to flirt with the knee.
It shouldn't be about one hemline. That wouldn't be modern to say, for anyone to say today that a hemline is just at your knee or mid-calf. That's just nonsense.
I like short. I really like short. I like above the knee.
Oscar, is there one item or one look that all women have deemed it so essential to have over these last couple of years that is now so out that we've got to get rid of it immediately?
Out, my goodness.
Loud, gaudy prints.
Oversized jacket.
The minute you say something should never be worn again, it gets back in fashion. That's the mystery of fashion. So keep your closet full, because very soon they become vintage stores.
I hope you have lots of things that you can never wear again so that you can keep going out and buying new things. But I can't just think of one. I would like to think of many things that you have, because fashion, it should be fun. It should make you feel good. Buy new clothes. Keep the economy going.
Up next, Reba McEntire sings.
Quick try.
I loved that piece Claudia just made here at Fashion Week underway here in New York City. And also underway, yes, Annie Oakley is hotter than ever, and Annie, Get Your Gun. Reba McEntire, great reviews today, and here she is singing one of Irving Berlin's great songs, I Got Lost in His Arms.
Song.
I got lost in his arms, and I had to stay. It was dark in his arms, and I lost my way. From the dark came a voice, and it seemed to say, there you go. As I fell, I just can't recall, but his arms held me fast, and it broke the fall. And I said to my heart, as it foolishly kept jumping all around, I got lost. But look what I found. From the dark came a voice, and it seemed to say, there you go.
wedding couple.
John Mulcahy, a musical director, going to play a little wedding music for me right here. Yeah, our first wedding will be February 14th, Valentine's Day. Second one is on Monday, February 19th. Here's the first letter that won the wedding for this bride-to-be, Amber Daffeldecker from Bayville, New Jersey. Listen to this.
Dear Regis, I am the youngest of 3 daughters and the last to get married. I am 25 years old and engaged to Anthony Capp. My fiance is a graduate.
Keep singing. Thanks, Reba McEntire. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Experience a world you've only dreamed of.
Stand together.
The greatest adventure since time began. Dinosaur, now available to own on video and Disney DVD.
Some members of our studio audience will receive
Facts of Life by Lysol. Fact, it's cough and cold season. Fact, Lysol spray helps stop the spread of the cold virus. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
Want to find a job that fits your identity? Go to Randstad. We market you to find where you belong. Randstad, a brighter way to a better job.